Chief Justice Kayode Ariwoola appoints son and daughter-in-law as judges and brother as NJC Auditor. Odinkanlu speaks. Barely few days to his retirement, outgoing Chief Justice of Nigeria, Olukayode Ariwoola, has been accused of nepotism for appointing family members to key judicial positions. Within 2 years of being in office, Ariwoola was said to have appointed his son as a judge of the Federal High Court, his daughter-in-law as a judge of the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, his brother as an auditor of the National Judicial Council (NJC), which he chairs, and another family member as a justice of the Court of Appeal. Ariwoola reportedly acted with blatant disregard for the authority of the Chief Justice of Nigeria (CJN) and the Judicial Code of Conduct, which explicitly prohibits nepotism. The code warns that a judge who exploits a judicial position for personal gain or benefit a relative is guilty of abusing their power. Justice Ariwoola will exit his position on the CJN on August 22nd, 2024, upon attaining the mandatory retirement age of 70. Chidi Anslem Odekanlu, a Nigerian human rights activist, lawyer, and professor, stated that Ariwoola's tenure as Chief Justice fittingly concluded with a display of clannish favoritism. He lamented that in his final meeting as chair of the National Judicial Council (NJC), Ariwoola granted judicial appointment to two sisters, one to the High Court of Kwara State and the other to the High Court of Ondo State. Just a month earlier, he had appointed their brother as the judge of the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory. He added that their father was a notable judicial benefactor. Odinkanlo said in 2020, the Legal Practitioners Privileges Committee (LPPC), then chaired by Olukayode Ariwoola's predecessor, sanctioned the lawyer who had applied for elevation to the rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria (SAN) by altering Supreme Court judgment to insert his name as counsel in cases in which he had not acted. He said 21 days before his departure as Chief Justice, Olukayode Ariwoola rushed through new elevations, making the same lawyer a SAN when he was better off being struck off the role entirely. When in one of her first acts as Chief Justice, his successor inaugurated this kind of specimen into the inner bar, it was said to seal unquestionably the most baleful judicial legacy in contemporary Nigeria, he said. Addressing the opening of the legal year before a special session of the Supreme Court, the last to be presided over by Olukayode Ariwoola as CJN in November 2023, Ebun Sofunde, a senior advocate of Nigeria (SAN), speaking on behalf of the body of Senior Advocate of Nigeria (BOSAN), testified that judicial reputation is at an all-time low to a point where it may no longer be redeemable, and ended with a complaint that Supreme Court judgments under him had become perfunctory. These words easily sum up what will be remembered as the most lamentable tenure in the office of the Chief Justice of Nigeria since the appointment of the first indigenous CJN in 1958, he said. Odinkanlu said the tenure of Olukayode Ariwoola as Chief Justice of Nigeria began amid an all-time low in judicial trust. It was reasonable to expect that restoring public confidence in the judicial branch should have been a priority under these circumstances. He said, instead, Ariwoola seemed to be on a mission to compensate for lost opportunities in the material benefit of office. The result was a tenure that further eroded public trust in the judiciary rather than rehabilitating it. As CJN, Olukayode Ariwoola will be remembered for the speed with which he addressed any previous neglect, real or imagined, of the welfare of his own family and his beloved village Isheyin in Oyo State, Odinkanlu added. Imagine, person where they do it in, they come out. You won't rush, you won't make everybody chief judge. I won't go ask question. Say this way this man they do, say no they punishable by law. Because for this country, the law is always made for the poor. They make the law for me and you when do they for power, not be for themselves. This is one of the reasons why if you know they hit the streets, you go so hit the streets. Not be only when executive misbehave, when legislature misbehave, when the court misbehave, that is the judiciary, we suppose to hit the streets. Tell them, say, hey, make una do it, make everybody farabale, everybody mind to calm down. Anything where they make your life, they go up, they feel say if you do anyhow, then go tell you, so God, if you don't want to make you collect, just behave. I'm telling you, that's what it's supposed to be. Because tell me why this man will be doing this. You're coming out to appoint all the members of who appoints you. You can even go to the grave and wake up those that have died in your family that are members and appoint them. Which kind of rubbish is that? And the thing is, though, this thing we stand though, is this it not be this country. Not be this country. You get country where it go be, I think they appoint them. Those people say have gone, they fit they fit fling them, they fit carry them go prison, go check whether they bribe. And they tell you, they fit get problem, serious problem just because he do it, he try to help. I tell you, but only for inside this Nigeria, this kind. Like I said, I'm not going to be surprised. Say these people, the appointments will stand. Behold the house of Ariwoola judiciary. People like Justice Opota, Gani Fayemi, Olarotimi Williams will be crying in their grave now with all this nonsense that is going on in our judiciary system. These ones will be for Oduduwa people. Family courts. Nigeria is being run by one family. And that is the family of corruption in the judiciary. Can you imagine? All these ones that are not leaders but criminal, God will surely visit them for wrongdoing. Because I don't understand. Is it this kind of country I should sing her anthem? Federal government should sack them all. Federal government where they work for. Federal government don't make these people handicapped to say, I'm telling you, federal government will be say, like I said, you have 3 arms of government. In adolescence, they even always sing this one. We get 3 arms of government, the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. Do you understand? Now, each of these people, they don't have power over the other. It just be like siblings, and be siblings, you understand? You be siblings, and be triplets. Nobody get power over the other, but you can checkmate the attitude of the other person. Hey, you know the person boundary. Hey, no, if this thing you want to try, don't try it. You understand? That one go say, I beg you, every month I go they shout. Every month I go they shout. You understand? You too, if you do your own, then go tell you, Ace. Shebi no say you do your own before. You shout for my note. Oh yeah. And so it's supposed to be. Nobody's supposed to they pass their boundary. Everybody's supposed to they know anything way they do. See this place, not supposed to reach them. But for Nigerian judiciary, they don't pass them. In fact, they don't give one person higher hand to the misbehave they go, and the other two cannot checkmate it. Now, what is happen for the country today? Alright, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen until I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of